Welcome back, guys. So, as you can tell by the title of the video, I have finally completed that Glock 19. And before y'all even ask why it took me so long, I just want to say that it's because I wanted to make sure this gun ran flawlessly and it had no hiccups whatsoever. So, let me go ahead and present you the beauty herself. Bam! Look at her. I know. Amazing, right? But before we continue, this magazine is full of dummies. Well, not full of dummies. It only has 3 dummy rounds. Don't worry. There's no live rounds in this whatsoever. And the gun's clear. So, as you can tell, took my time on this thing. Pins are perfect. The gun itself is amazing. And I'm really proud of myself because I've actually built this with my own 2 hands, and of course some tools, of course, you know, but I've built this myself, and I don't know, it just gives me so much satisfaction, you know. So that's enough. Let's go ahead, dive in close and see what this beast is made of. All right, guys, let's go ahead, take a good look at this beauty right here. So as I mentioned in the first video, I did use a superior precision slide as well as superior precision barrel. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So I have already shot 255 rounds through this just to break it in, and as you can see, there is a bit of wear right here on the barrel itself. So that's from, you know, sliding across from the top of the hood of the slide. So let's go ahead and take a good look at these pins. As you can see, I've jeweled them out pretty much almost perfectly. So I'm still, you know, learning. So don't worry, guys. I will, my next few builds will be a lot more cleaner. But for my first time, this looks really amazing. So as you can tell, I do have an RMR plate, but I did get my red dot, so I will be installing that for the next video. So yeah, so let's go ahead, look under the hood, but unfortunately I cannot show y'all how to take this apart, so this will be edited. All right, guys, let's take a closer look. So this is the complete slide and completed frame to the firearm. So this is the slide itself along with the barrel. This is the, you know, recoil spring assembly, the firing pin, and the safety plunger. So when I was building this firearm, you know, this Glock 19, I was having a few issues. Well, actually just one issue, which was the trigger pull was really heavy. So what I've done to, you know, solve that problem was this little thing right here. That's the safety plunger. So what I had to do was I had to sand it down just a tiny bit and polish it up, and that literally fixed my problem. And after that, I had no issues with the trigger pull. So let's go ahead and take a look at the lower now. So as you can tell, the pinholes I've done a really great job on for my first time. They look almost perfect, honestly. Like it rolled off the factory. Especially right here where I had to cut the tabs. So as you can tell, like that's where I cut it. It was underneath the rail system. So I've done a really amazing job. Did a decent job, actually. I don't want to say amazing. I did an okay job. But anyways, so what I've done to, you know, make sure that this firearm functioned reliably was I polished all the metal parts. So for example, the front locking block, the rear, you know, rails, and the trigger bar along with the ejector, I just polished all that up with some flits, and that really done the trick. So now the slide runs across buttery smooth. So if y'all want to make sure that your firearms, you know, function reliably, just polish your internals. That's literally all you have to do, is just polish the metal parts, and that fixes everything. All right, guys, so that's it pretty much. You know, it's all clear. So pretty much what I'll be doing in the next video will be the Glock 19, but with some upgrades So y'all already know one of the upgrades, which is going to be the red dot, but I will be doing some other little spicy treats for this thing. You know, I want to make sure that this is perfected, because I still think it's not completely done. I feel like it needs more to it to make it complete. So I just want y'all guys to stay tuned to that for the next video. Guys, so that's about it on this Glock 19 build for now. I will be releasing a part 3, which is just going to be upgrades to this gun. So I'm looking forward to that, and this time I'm gonna make sure I release it sooner. If not, I will be recording some other videos on other firearms. But I do want to go ahead and try and finish this up, because this is so darn sexy and it's such a beast. Like, the fucking grip on this thing is amazing, and the fact that it has the ported barrel, and when the when the recoil happens, it shoots so flat, you know? Like, seriously guys, like, I'd say this is, a good bang for your buck, a Glock 19 build with a polymer 80 frame and a Safari Precision slide and barrel, honestly, and some OEM parts, of course, because you want it to run as reliable as possible, of course. So just keep that in mind. If you do want to build a gun like this, make sure that the internals are OEM, Glock OEM, factory parts, because you want this to run reliable and not, cause any malfunctions. But that's about it, guys. I want to say welcome back, and I will be posting some more later on in the future.